Learn a little something. Take a lesson. Learn it all. Before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed to all the dorky diggity goodness on the channel. And if you want to see more, click on that notification button. Now enjoy the video. Taunting. Once people started seeing me punch the air, they would ask, Dave, what is this? Dave, why do you punch the air? Is this necessary? It doesn't look like it makes any sense. I assure you, there's a method to the madness, but first, let's talk instant counters. Have you ever been at that Mexican standoff and you make a move and the AI just instant counters you or launches a special that feels like you're the one who activated it for them? Yeah, we all have, and we all hate it. It's one of the main reasons I chose to focus on light attacks over mediums in part 1. Now, how do you get past an AI that reacts to your inputs at the exact moment you input them? You use it against them, that's how. You take that predictable behavior and you turn it on its head and turn the tables in your favor. Okay, here's how this works. You want to be right outside of the intersection space, and then you want to throw out a light attack. Now the reason why you want to be outside is because you want to force either a medium dash or you want to force a special attack. Now notice as soon as I threw out this light attack, the AI pounced right on it. And so we're taking advantage of this instant counter nature that the AI has. So as you can see, I've already recovered from that light attack. I'm able to dex out of the way, and check out what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go ahead and reset up that space, and I'm going to toss out another light attack. And the hope here is that we're going to bait that special and create the opening. And as you can see, the insta counter nature of this AI did not disappoint. We were able to bait out that special and we were able to get our combo in. Now let's revisit the intersection space here. As you can see, I'm getting comboed into oblivion, but that is because I am inside of the intersection space. And as you can see, the way the AI reacts to that is a lot different. You might still get a medium attack, but most likely you're gonna get a very swift light attack as a counter to your face. Keeping an eye on the power bar of your opponent is very important, because then this way you know when and when not to throw out these taunts. If you just do it automatically without thinking, it's very easy to get clipped. So awareness is the name of the game right here. Here are some ways that I use taunting. These are just some of my techniques. I'm pretty sure you'll come up with your own, but these are just a few of my favorites. Okay, this first one is the deep taunt. This is a deep evade followed by a taunt, and I usually use this to try to bait out a special. Let's take a look. Okay, so deep evade, and while he's still recovering, I'm going to throw out a taunt, and it's very important to see that he has a special ready to go. Without the special, you're more likely going to get a light attack, as you saw in the earlier example when we were inside of that intersection space. And here's another example, just because. Next one is Tauntception. So once you've taunted with your light attack, if the AI comes at you with a medium dash, you can intercept them with either a light or a medium attack. So you get it? You taunt and then intercept. It's Tauntception. The thing is, you need to remember where you are in your combo. So if you burn a light attack, you just have to remember that you have one less attack to use in your combo. Be careful with this one though, because if the opponent has a special ready and you rush in with a dash attack, you run the risk of being intercepted with a special. Provocation is using your taunts over and over again as you inch closer towards your opponent to try to provoke out a special. And for the most part, this works pretty well. After finishing a combo, if you dash backwards and taunt, if the AI comes at you with a medium attack and you dash back once more, that gives you a sidestep. So I just figured I'd combine the names and call it the taunt step. The beauty here is we're not waiting for the AI to react here, we made them react, which puts you in control. Very, very big and important difference here. Baiting the medium with a taunt and then following up with a parry, I give you the taunt lock. Basically, you walk up, you give the taunt, you bait out that medium dash, and then you parry right in the face. So what's going on here? It's pretty much the same idea as Tauntception, except we are using a parry after the AI reacts. And we're right outside the intersection space once again. So go ahead and toss out that light attack, follow up with a swift parry, and take advantage. Now for a more practical example, take a look at Nebula here, tossing out that taunt. She gets the bait on the medium and is able to get that parry, which then passed over the shock, and she successfully drops that L2, dealing massive damage. Now once again, it's not that you couldn't do this before, but the fact that you're able to manipulate the AI in such a way puts a lot more of the control in your hands, and again, it's a great thing. Here's a cool little tidbit. If you taunt in between dashes, you build no analysis charges. Look at that. Now, while constantly taunting, you are going to run into a point where you accidentally clip your opponent. And this usually happens when the AI rushes in on you at that exact moment. It's just really a random thing, but when it does happen, it's good to recognize it and take advantage by continuing the combo. To get a better grasp on this, it's good to understand how much time you have between each hit. So take a look at this example. This is our regular bread and butter combo, and we are mashing the screen, so we're going as fast as we can. And then take a look at this example where I am extending the hits in between each one to show you how long you have. And take a look at this one where I waited just a little too long. This really helps you with identifying when you've hit the opponent and how long you have to continue that combo. Now to understand taunting, you have to know your limits. If you saw in part 1, we talked about reachability and how each champ has a different range for their attack. So it's important to know this for you and your opponent. The general rule here is that champions with a shorter range excel in taunting, as they're less likely to be countered by extending their hitbox too far. However, they don't do so well with sidestepping, as you saw with Luke Cage, for example. The opposite is true though for long-range champions, as their reach is impeccable for sidestepping, but it puts you at a greater risk for being countered by overextending your hitbox when taunting. So keep those little rules in mind as you fight and as you choose your champions. So guys, thanks for watching. These are excerpts from the main Instinctive Touch series to help make it a little more digestible. If you want to see more, you can check out the entire full series with over 30 minutes of detailed techniques to have you playing like a god in no time. Part 1 will help you see the AI patterns, while Part 2 gives you the tools you need to counter them. Both links are in the description below. So, if you liked the video, and I hope that you did, go ahead and click subscribe, click like, leave a comment, share it with your friends, share it with your mama. All that stuff helps me out. And remember, stay dorky, and I'll catch y'all on the flip.